Okay, we're going to go fishing in a moment. We saw the fish topping, so I've grabbed the bread, which is a poacher's trick, I won't deny. And I've got myself a little stick with one hook tied off some line. And this is how we're going to do it. Not a very long stick today, but I saw them close in, so I hope this is going to be strong enough. As we can see, there's some fish close into the edge there, just moving around. Now what I'm going to do is give them some freebie bread, get them used to feeding, and then I'll put one on a hook. So here we go. So that was half a sheet of bread I've just used. Now one for the hook. They're obviously hungry. I've attached my bread now. Got a nice space of line. What you don't want to do is rush the fish. When their head pops up like that, they're usually a bit tired. So there we are, one trout for supper. It's not usually that quick when fishing, but this is a wild stock pond, which helps. But if you're sneaking in somewhere in an urban, somebody's fish pond in urban, that's how it can be done. We've got our trout now, and now we've got to clean them. I've picked up this sliced piece of wood just to use as a chopping board. Putting the one to the side for the moment. What we need to do is find the anal orifice and split all the way up and out through the mouth. Like so. Make sure you go all the way through the bones. That's it. And open the fish up, taking out the intestines. When you get to the throat, you can either pull it right out or just snip it, which is a nice clean way of doing it. There's a black vein at the back, I believe is the liver. If you scrape the knife down it and use the back of your nail and scrape it away. You can leave it in, but it may take the fish a little bit bitter and livery. But also, if you're going to leave these fish for a little while, as in not eat them straight away, say in a couple of hours, that can make the fish go off quicker. So that's one trout cleaned and gutted. With the stomach contents, it's always worth checking the top of the stomach to see what the fish has actually been feeding on. It may give you indication on what to bait your hooks with for future reference, whether it be crickets, mayflies, worms, or anything the fish has already eaten, so it's confident in it and more likely to catch that fish or another fish again quickly. What I've got here is some hazel. I'm going to remove the outer bark with the back of my knife. The outer bark can harbour bacteria, so we want to remove this, and we're going to make some brochette sticks or kebab sticks. And when I've made enough of these, I'll show you what we're going to do with them. You will find sometimes you can't always find thin sticks, so here's a slightly fatter one. And by putting the knife halfway through the stick, they do wobble around, just watch your fingers. Inserting your knife through the stick, they split apart. Now you've got two for the same effort. So we've got our trout now. we could spend a lot of time pin boning it. I've not found it necessary for trout. And what we need to do is open this trout out as flat as possible. And how we do this is following the one fillet past the one fin, almost like filleting in it, like that. Turn him up the other way and go through the mouth. So it looks like a kipper. And then with the knife, with a bit of heavy pressure, try not to go through the skin, but cut through the one side of the backbone. And you'll start opening up for you. A little squeeze. So he's opened up. Put him back together, and we're going to need to put in maybe 3. Bigger the fish, maybe more holes. Make sure the knives come through the second skin. If it hasn't, just make some more holes. Lay them flat. And in these holes, the sticks we've made, some fish are easier to do. Salmon's particularly tough skinned. See if I can find my third hole. Okay. So we've got to open them up as flat as possible. And so we've opened up as flat as possible. Now with a split stick, we put the trout in. I usually go head first because the tail sometimes catches a natural little pocket what can hang over the stick. But it doesn't matter, head first, tail first, whichever you feel comfortable with. Like so. And then pinch it together. Apart. It's a little fiddly to get it done nice. It's worth taking the time because this is going to be your dinner after all. And when you're confident, put it back together. I've got some green vine this time. Like that, and he's now ready for cooking. So we've got the fish cooking now, and outside cooking, you can't tell cooking times. It's cooked when it's cooked, as they say, but approximately 15 to 20 minutes. If I wanted it quicker, I'd increase the heat. Our trout cooked now. I'm going to take him out to the skewer, cut through these vines. They will be tough as old boots now, because obviously they've been baked hard. Remove the stick. Lift the trout out. And here we are. Just the back of flesh. Just peel it back. And that's ready for some good eating. That's lovely.